Hello, everybody.
Hello.
And welcome to the 2018 Winter NAMM show.
NAMM.
My name is Joss John Allen.
My name's Lee.
And we have Monsieur Adam with us, who's going to talk us through some brand new Charvel, Jackson, EVH, all the goods from these brands and such and such. So, Adam, if you may, talk us through what we have
Got
set
some
up
new
for us
bits.
first. Yeah.
I guess we're going to start right here.
Okay,
Sense.
microphone.
Absolutely.
As we're here, standing in front of them, DK24. So this is a new addition to the Pro Mod
Oh, it's
range.
beautiful.
So the Charvel Pro Mod range, which we introduced a couple of years ago, which has been hugely successful, and now we've got the DK24 version.
Okay.
DK means Dinky. So
Yes.
it's the Jackson Dinky shaped body.
Love it.
Kind of the super strat thing.
So for all of those that may want a little bit more metal in your system, you'd go for something like this because it's got that whole sort of the Jackson Dinky body style.
Yeah.
With the slightly, it's cool, isn't it? It's not as smooth. It's not as beveled. It's a little bit more oosh brick-like.
Exactly, and the Dinky shape is also so cool because I think it's a 7/8 size body, so it's just slightly smaller.
Yeah.
So slightly easier to throw around the stage.
Super iconic
If you want to
shape,
do that
isn't
strap thing, you throw it around your
Oh
shoulder.
yeah. Oh, the best thing I've ever seen is
That's
that
gonna work.
YouTube video. That YouTube video where everyone's flinging the guitar around and just smashes.
The
everything.
fail
The fail
yeah,
video is
guitar fails.
absolutely superb. Never do
Don't try
that.
this at home.
Just don't do
Maybe
it.
install the strap locks if you
Yeah,
want to do that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So this one I've just picked up as the first example here, which has got this root beer burst finish, which is pretty classy over
with
the
gold
quilt
hardware,
maple
it's
top.
lovely.
Gold hardware. So all the DK24 models have Seymour Duncan pickups, so the full shred in the bridge and the jazz pickup in the neck.
Now, as you were saying
Yeah.
to us earlier about the full shred pickup, it shouldn't be pigeonholed by the name, should it?
No, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a super high output, like really
Sure.
clinical sounding thing, but actually it's quite vintagey voiced, but it's like a hot rodded PAF kind of thing,
Cool,
basically. So
cool.
it's still quite warm, but
Yeah.
but with a bit more punch.
So I've given it a go, and it's very percussive. It's very, very cool indeed, especially with the maple. It sounds great.
Yeah, and also as the name suggests, DK24, it's got 24 frets. They're jumbo frets, and it's got the truss rod adjuster here at the neck, so you can
Always handy.
One of the best
fly.
moves that have been made in the modern guitar world.
Yeah,
It's so easy.
Actually, you could adjust it in the middle of a song if you needed to.
Yeah, if
so,
needs be, yeah.
So and quite a slim neck. It's not perhaps as thin as some of the Jacksons, for example, but it's still a very comfortable neck with rolled edges on there, so it's really comfortable. Pickup selection. It's got a 5-way switch.
Okay.
So you obviously volume and tone, and then the 5-way switch. So it gives you a lot of options. Let me get this right. So it's full humbucker, outer coil, both outer coils, outer coil, full humbucker.
Superb. So it's
Cool.
it's like the traditional sort of 5-way selector switch
Yeah.
sort of
But
series
giving
thing
you
going
some
on.
of those single coil sounds as well. For,
Yeah.
You know, when you go into that clean with chorus, chiming bit
Oh
in the
yeah,
middle
of
of the
course,
song.
yeah.
and
Getting
then
all
you-
80s on the crowd.
Yeah.
Make people cry.
All over it.
All over it.
So that's, so some of there's more detail, of course. We've got the
Oh yeah, very cool.
got the cutaway both at the heel there and in the actual cutaway here. You've got the dressed away wood there. So
Very
it's
nice.
Much more comfortable to access that higher bit.
Yeah.
And then the jack plug is on this kind of chamfered bit here.
Very professional.
cool.
It's a very cool idea, yeah.
Very easy to put around the strap.
Yeah,
buttons,
yeah,
as
of
you
course.
do. So
It kind of
nice
forces
and
you to do that in a way, doesn't it, with it being there? Because if you have it there, then you don't want the lead just being like, "Oh."
Yeah, and
So if
also
you have it through
when you
safety,
put it down, it's not sticking into the floor.
yeah,
like
it's
it
not
would
in
be
the
if it was
way
stuck
and all
out.
that. That looks awesome.
Great,
So obviously
love
that's
it.
the rest of them are almost exactly the same guitar in different finishes,
Yeah,
right? And like
although
hardtail
we
options.
We do have the hardtail options.
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
have a couple of solid finishes.
This ebony one we were looking at here, man, is just absolutely
yeah.
gorgeous with streaky ebony.
So we've got the we've obviously, oh man, look at that matte finish.
So this one is an
Taste.
Okume body, and we're using
Ah.
Okume quite a lot in Jackson and Charvel.
Is that like
world at the
it's
moment.
very similar to mahogany, isn't
Very
it?
similar to mahogany, but the key difference is it's much more consistently lightweight.
Okay,
And that's
okay.
why we go with it. It's a very lightweight wood, and it almost always is. Mahogany is much more variable.
Yes.
But tonally, much the same. Same amount of pickups, but as I was saying, I was saying to you earlier that we have decided not to say this series has gold plating and this series has black hardware or whatever. We're mixing it up and making it whatever suits that particular guitar. So this one, as you can see, we've gone with the black hardware.
The black hardware, yeah.
Great.
And the black bobbins on the pickups.
Yeah, yeah.
And this rather beautiful aged ebony.
Check this out.
fretboard.
Get nice and close on this because it's really, really nice.
You can see the unusual grain there, and obviously every single one's going to be different. So
It's
you're
superb.
getting
Yeah,
a
me
unique
and
guitar.
so if you have already watched me and Pete do the epic deal on a Charvel that we've done, and obviously they're using that sort of the aged ebony, and it's cool because they are all completely different. We had those 2 different guitars, and they were superb because it looked like some sort of like military print going on the fretboard. So very cool, very cool indeed.
This one looks great too.
Well, I picked this one up for 2 reasons. Firstly, because it's one of the hardtail
Yeah,
options.
so check that out.
So we have this hip shot style bridge, which is really comfortable, and it holds the saddles together, so it's rock solid. And then this one obviously has an ash body. It's solid ash body.
Yeah.
But with
Also
satin
comes with
finish.
a blue sticker that makes you play faster.
Yeah.
So
Everyone needs one.
there's a speed stripe, you know, like on a car.
That sticker means we've been paying attention to it. So
Yeah,
Nice.
it's had some love. It's had some really good love.
and yeah, obviously you can feel the wood grain here. And
Oh, yeah,
everything.
it's really
and
nice.
I didn't mention on the first one that was an alder body with a maple top.
Oh, okay.
So
Superb.
we're mixing it up a bit. Most of them are alder body, but if they, other than the okame and the ash, obviously we're just mixing it up.
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah. Awesome. So that's
there's
essential. I
one
mean,
more
we
finish
got
hiding
to
in the
check
corner
out the
that is
finish.
absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.
Let's check out the finish then.
What is it? The purple phase?
I mean, look at
Purple
that.
phase.
Double face. So again, alder with a quilt maple top.
Oh, the quilt
It's
maple
got
was
a good
unreal.
3D grain to it there, hasn't it? If you move it around.
Gorgeous.
Oh, it's really nice, man. Really nice. It's so deep, isn't it? Look, the ridges of the quilt maple are unbelievably deep. It's like water. It's just really good. Really good.
And same
Same
features with
bits
the jack plate at the bottom as well. It's gorgeous.
Awesome. So that is the that's the Pro Mod DK24 series, right? Yeah. So that's
And
so
they're all
every
around
color.
the sort of £900 mark. I think.
I mean, that's amazing.
We've got some signatures behind us. I
We've
think
gotta
I've got to
check
duck out the
this
way.
out.
This is
This is
wicked.
absolutely awesome.
Oh, yeah, so we've been signing up a lot of new artists lately over Jackson Charvel, but our most recent guy to sign with us is Satchel from Steel Panther.
Yeah.
Who a lot of you may know.
Death to all but metal.
There we go. That was a beautiful
A
rendition.
little rendition of that for you.
Love him.
So his guitar, we've been working on this with him for quite a while. It's as ostentatious as you can probably imagine it would be.
Love
but
it.
it's not. He's an incredible player.
Oh,
as
he
well.
really is.
He's
He
not
really
just a show
is.
off. He's also an incredible player, and so his guitar is pretty high spec.
And you've got the Fluence pickups in these as well, man. You
This
said
one's got the Fluence pickups, so the new Fisherman Fluence pickups, which are a pretty unusual pickup. It's probably the
Yeah.
most revolutionary pickup design for some
Definitely.
time.
So-
There's no wire in there.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, it's almost essentially like stacking circuit boards, isn't it?
exactly.
So there's no windings in there. It's just stacked circuit boards where you can actually dictate and choose the voicings.
Yeah.
So what are the 2 voicings that he has in these?
So on this one, we have gone with, it's got a push-pull switch here.
Cool.
On some of the Fishman setups, you can have like a press button switch.
Sure,
also.
sure.
But so when it's down, it's basically voiced to be a classic PAF sound.
Okay.
And then when you pull it up, you have what they're calling a hot rod PAF here,
Okay.
which I think is probably something like a JB model.
Sure,
that
sure.
classic
Yeah.
wound PAF. And this one they're calling clear and chimey.
Clear and chimey.
Clear and chimey,
Fantastic.
so-
I was expecting some sort of sexual connotation with the guitar because of just the way they are and stuff.
Well, I imagine that's probably more like a ceramic magnet
Yeah,
pickup
yeah,
rather
yeah.
than the PAF is your Alnico, so it adds a bit more clarity.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, a little bit of top, the headroom, as it were.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So it's got the three-way switch, and it's pretty simple. And the Floyd Rose is not floating. so-
Literally, what I was about to say was the 2 features on this guitar that I absolutely adore is, if you can't, you can probably see it just because of the sheen on the body, is the matte finish. So this isn't a gloss, this is a matte finish on this guitar. And the other thing, it's just
neon, of course.
Yeah, of course, of course. And as Adam just said, you've got the non-recessed Floyd Rose trem, which I really love because I'm a massive Dimebag fan, and on the first ML it was not recessed, and I just love that sort of old school feel to having that sort of thing.
And on a practical level, if you break a string, it doesn't
Exactly, it doesn't go goo. Yeah, exactly.
Win.
Exactly. So that's a very, very cool
Great.
little piece.
go. And that's a
Yeah, no-
22-fret model, and it's
So
got
you
the
need-
battery box at the back there, and very cool. And this finish is very, very hard to do.
I bet.
I've been told it's the hard, because these are made in our factory down in Ensenada.
Yes.
And I'm told it's one of their most challenging finishes to date.
Okay.
So, but I think they've done a fine job on this one.
Oh,
Awesome.
absolutely, man. No, it's great.
So should we move
Brilliant.
on to the old? Should we move on to the old classic, the old Fateful?
Yes.
The old Pro Mod series.
Absolutely. See what's new over here.
Follow us to the metal.
To the metal.
So foam mods are probably it's the starting point for Charvel and
Yeah.
EVH. From back in the days when Wayne Charvel would, from just down the road from here somewhere, he would take Stratocasters and mod them, put the humbuckers in them,
Yeah.
put the Floyds on them, whatever the guys wanted back in the 80s. So this is just an extension of what he used to be doing, but it's kind of our standard range now for Charvel.
So I guess maybe the best thing to do, should we take one, let's take a really pretty one of each sort of variation of their models.
Yeah, let's look at the new colours as well.
I mean, this is so cool. I mean, look at that
this range
finish.
a couple of years ago, so we got a couple of new finishes.
Yes.
So this is a SoCal, which means it's got the pickguard on it.
Yeah, cool.
And these actually have Seymour Duncan distortion pickups in them.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the SoCal has that.
Sure.
The non-pickup, the San Dimas has the 59 and the JB.
Okay, fair enough.
What they all have is the so-called six-pack of sound, the Charvel six-pack of sound.
The six-pack of sound.
Which means three-way switch. Three-way switch.
The old three-way
combined
six.
with a, where is it? There we go.
There we are.
The push-pull on the volume there. And what you get essentially when it's down, full humbucker, inner coil, two inner coils.
Okay.
Full humbucker.
Cool.
And then when you pull it out, you've got outer coil, both outer coils, outer coil.
Superb. The outer coil thing always reminds me of that whole telly sort of vibe.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds
man.
awesome. Sounds awesome.
Absolutely.
The six-pack of sound sounds like a wicked B-movie martial arts thing. The six-pack of sound.
It should be. You should.
I'm gonna
maybe
make it.
we should commission it.
100%.
We'll do it before you.
Oh, you've got more money than I have. Damn it.
Thank you.
Nice.
Another cool new colour, one I really like. Actually, it's the same colour I really like, but I'll pick this one up. Because we've done the same thing as with the DK24s. We've mixed up the hardtail and the Floyd Rose things.
Okay.
And we've also mixed up the hardware colours. So previously on these, I think they were pretty much all chrome, but we've added the gold ones in.
Something very regal about black and gold or white and gold. It's very like, oh yes, yes.
Pretty classy looking thing.
Even with the string through at the back, you've got the.
I've got the
brass
gold
pedal.
ferrules.
Love it.
Yeah, man. That's very tidy, very clean.
So as a San Dimas without the pickguard, like we said, that's got a JB and a 59.
Yeah, my
Classic-
favourite Seymour Duncan setup. My
classic
favourite
combination.
Seymour
It's
Duncan
like an industry standard.
100%.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can coil tap them as well
Is a nice
an
little
added bonus.
addition to that whole sort of thing going
And
on.
like we looked at with the DK24, you've got the adjustment thing here for the on-the-fly adjustments of the truss rod.
So 22 frets on this model, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All of these have 22, but jumbo frets.
Jumbo
Big old
frets.
frets on them.
Yeah, nothing like a big old jumbo fret. I see a 7-string up there as
I'd
well.
say, yeah, there might be some.
So
sevens.
essentially, so apart from the new colours that we've just checked out, those are the two sort of variations, right? So you've got a hardtail, you've got a Floyd Rose, and then you can get an ebony hardtail.
Okay, so we've got the San Dimas without pickguard,
Yeah.
which can get hardtail or Floyd Rose.
Okay.
Some of them do have ebony fretboards.
Yeah.
Then you've got the SoCal, which is with the pickguard,
Yeah.
with the distortion pickups in it.
Yeah.
The Floyd Rose, or I think just Floyd Rose at the moment, and ebony or maple fingerboards.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Style 2,
Yeah.
which is only San Dimas at the moment, i.e.
Yes.
without a pickguard.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the 7-string, so I'll pull that one down. We actually introduced this one last year. This is
I love the feel.
This is with the ash
I
body,
love
like
the
we
look
looked at a
and
minute ago.
feel.
It's a great. Is this? Would you say this is the ash veneer on this one, mate? Was it?
No,
or this is a full ash body?
It's all ash.
So it's just
cool.
it's just the full.
Full ash.
Give me some ash.
This is
And again,
great.
we introduced this on the Style 2s last year, which we, as you saw earlier, had gone onto the DK24, so
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And locking tuners. And this one actually goes full 24 frets. It's
Cool.
only on the 7-string.
Yeah. So and this is ebony as well, is it?
That's right.
Yeah.
This is
So
what
the
we call
7
age
strings, do all the 7 strings come with an ebony board, or can you get them with a
ebony.
maple
This
as
is
well?
the only 7-string, so yes.
That's the only 7 string, so you get
Sweet.
the ebony. Superb, awesome,
Like it.
very very cool. And then obviously you got the standard.
I should mention that we've introduced left-handed models on all of
Yes,
this as well.
yes.
I think that was at Summer NAMM last year.
Okay.
So left-handed Style 2 and Style 1 SoCal.
Oh yeah,
down
cool.
there.
Oh yeah. So for all you lefties out there,
Yeah, we mustn't
you can
forget the southpaws.
Yeah,
Give
we
us a
can't. No,
call.
we've got my dad's
Yeah.
left-handed.
There we go.
He doesn't play guitar, but still.
But he could own
He
one.
could own one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, just have it on the wall. Know that
1 in
he-
5 of us apparently.
Hey, 1 in
Left-handed.
5, yeah.
See, there we go.
Yeah. 1 in 5 of us are impaired. So.
No.
So let's move round the corner, I guess. So
some of
let's
those.
check it. So that's all of those models. Very, very cool. Shred-tasticular. Let's move on.
Let's have a look.
Let's
so
move
we've
round.
got some Jacksons.
Jacksonians.
Jackson. Oh, Mick Thomson. Here we go, guys. Let's have a little look around here. Follow us round. Follow us round.
Oh, I do love a bit of slip note.
Slip note.
Oh man, they look so gnarly though. They look so like, I don't know. They don't even look like metal. They just look powerful.
But there's USA, so we've got USA versions, and there's the Pro Series as well.
Let's get one off the wall so we can...
Get a USA.
Yeah, get a USA. Yeah, get one of each.
You go white, I'll go black.
Look at that.
So, yeah, I mean, the man is known for a lot of his drop tunings, right?
Yes.
So, we were talking earlier again. We've been doing a lot of stuff off camera, haven't we? We've
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of stuff off camera before we came here.
Loads.
Crazy. But yeah, we were talking about how it's really a big trend at the moment to have hardtail bridges because of the drop tunings and the need for stability on tuning. And Mick obviously uses a lot of drop tunings, various different tunings. So at first glance, this bridge looks like a Floyd Rose.
It does.
It is not. It's a hardtail.
But with the fine-tuning capability?
With the fine-tuning, because he wants to lock them up.
Okay.
Yeah. He wants to lock them rock solid.
I wonder what. So that is it just because he wants to lock them rock solid?
Exactly.
There's because that's to me at the same time that's kind of a strange sort of thought process in terms of having a hardtail that you cut the ball ends off, string it through, and lock it up just for a hardtail sort of locking stability. You would have thought to me that just stringing it through body or something like that would give you that stability. But obviously he wants it double.
Yeah.
Double.
The power. Double the power.
There's going to be no sticking in the nut or anything like that. So
That's where he got the idea. He saw everyone
But
going,
he can still tune like that. These have his signature pickups in. I should say, by the way, the bridge on the American one and the Pro one is the same bridge.
Wow, okay.
It's called the MTB.
Cool.
Which means Mick Thomson Bridge.
Love it.
Love it.
It's made by Jackson. It's a Jackson MTB bridge.
Cool.
Yeah, great.
And then the Seymour Duncan, they're his signature pickups on them.
Awesome.
On both. Same pickups on both again.
Does look great. Reverse headstock. Just everything.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jumbo threats.
Oh, look at the
Oh,
side.
look at that.
Oh.
So
Oversized.
you definitely know where you are then, don't
Yeah.
you?
Even on your darkest stage.
Yeah, man. You definitely know where you are there. Oh, what a superb little addition. Because a lot of people have opted for the lumen lay at the moment in their guitars, haven't they? So this is quite another nifty way of sort of working around that.
Yeah.
And then shallow strap locks are on the American version, and of course it says "Made in the USA."
Made
at
in
the
the
top.
USA.
And what you get here is something that is made in the Jackson USA custom shop, so
Cool.
it's handmade,
Yeah.
and that's why it costs so much more than the Pro Series.
Sure.
They have 3-piece necks.
Yep.
It's we did a custom shop model last year, like a very limited edition of his, and it had 3-piece. Let me get this right. I think it was mahogany, rosewood mahogany,
Wow. Okay.
which caused all sorts of problems with thigh teeth.
Sure.
This one is 3-piece, but it's still all. I want to say mahogany. I think it's maple, 3-piece maple,
Okay.
and a mahogany body.
Sure.
But he wants 3-piece. It's more again for stability of tuning.
Wow, yeah.
'Cause
I mean, if
when
you're
you
in
do 3-piece, you put the grain of the woods together, so
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
warp.
And as well as if you're a touring musician, like when we opt for the next guitar players model we're going to check out, when you're a touring musician and you're down tuning so much, you need that neck stability. You want to pull it out of the case and you want to be able to just get on stage and play straight away, with
And
only a
also
little bit of tweaking.
On the USA model, this is one of the thinnest necks we produce of all our guitars, so it has to be strong.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've just noticed as well, it's got this recessed thing again.
Oh,
the
yeah,
jack
so you can
plug,
stick the jack in the
again,
back
to
there.
go around the strap as
Yeah,
everyone
very
does.
cool, very cool.
So yeah,
stuff, man. That's
and
great.
he's going to
Awesome.
be here at the show to do signings, so you should come back.
Oh, is
for
he?
that.
Yeah, we should definitely come
Catch
back. I love a
Mick.
little picture with the Mick Thompson. Cool.
Really well.
so
We've got some more signatures. These look
more,
amazing.
these look absolutely
A lot of our customers will
beautiful.
know this man pretty
Yeah.
well.
Obviously, everybody knows
sorry,
the
mate.
mighty Friedman Monarch. Just quickly, just vibe out on these beautiful instruments. What a dude, what a player. Just absolutely awesome. One of my favourite models of the Monarch,
We
actually.
launched that last year, and he did the Metal Allegiance gig last year at NAMM, and he rocked the place.
Yes.
He's a hell of a player.
Oh, he's just unreal, isn't he? So, look at
I think I'm
these,
standing
man.
in front of some really
Look
pretty
at
guitars.
these absolutely beautiful specimen fiddles.
So we've refreshed the entire Misha Mansoor signature model range. These are the USA ones. We have a couple of new colours in the Pro Series as well.
Cool.
But the USA ones are just completely revamped, and he's gone with several new features. The main one being he's gone with the baked thing.
Yes.
Everyone loves this baked thing. at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's a big
Caramelised,
thing at the moment,
torrefied,
isn't it?
Whatever you want to call it. But the idea, of course, is to dry out the wood to imitate the sound and feel of an old piece of wood.
Yeah.
And it makes it lighter weight as well.
And the stability of it's crazy as well,
Yeah,
right?
there we go.
Stunning.
Beautiful guitars, aren't they? I tell you what, who cares about what music he plays? He's got a bloody
taste.
good taste
He's
in
got
guitars,
taste in
isn't he?
guitars,
Yeah.
He likes the bolt-on. Everything on here is what he likes.
Sure.
With a couple of concessions to what the majority like as well.
Yeah.
A good example of that is he never uses a tone control.
Okay.
And he was like, I don't want a tone control on that.
Yeah.
And we kind of said, well, you know what? A lot of people do want a tone control. So he said, okay, put a tone control in, but only activate it when you do that.
Wow. Okay.
So when it's down, it's actually completely out of the circuit.
So
how
it's
he
like
likes it.
so it's like just the volume out to the
Straight
jack.
forward,
Yeah.
But if you want to use a tone control, you can do that, and you can use it as a normal way.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool.
That's a nice little feature.
These are the bare knuckle pickups that he uses, his signature Juggernaut models.
Oh yeah.
On the old model, it had all kind of an engraving in. He's gone with a slightly classier look
Nice,
of the plain brushed steel now.
Yeah.
The hip shot bridge, really cool bridge. That really comfortable, rock solid.
Super smooth on the palm, isn't it? As
Yeah,
well, when you're
absolutely.
playing, it's just nice on the edge.
Just a great design.
Yeah.
And a satin finish on the flame maple top, and it's got mahogany back there, and again dressed away heel. Just really.
Yeah, look how thick that maple cap. Look how thick that is. Look, that's a big old chunk of maple in it.
Yeah.
That's very cool. We got the only other color that I want to grab just because it's super pretty is this one down here. Yeah. No, actually, no, let's go with this one.
These powder
let's
blues
go
and
with
the
one of
reds are
these,
great.
Because the difference being with one of these is that it's got the Ragnaroks, right, instead of the Juggernauts.
So there's been a lot of adverts in the press lately of Misha touting his Ragnarok pickups, and so we have got them on this version. So essentially, we've got two voices of Misha signature model.
Yeah.
Because as well as being maple and mahogany with Juggernaut pickups, this one's basswood body with Ragnarok pickups.
Yeah.
And the basswood, again, it's a choice of Misha's. A lot of people associate basswood with cheaper guitars, but it's absolutely not the case.
No.
It's a tone wood in itself. The thing is about it is a neutral tone wood.
Yes.
So actually, absolutely, if you've got specific pickups that you want it to sound like the pickup rather than like the guitar, then basswood is a really good choice.
Because it's a flat canvas kind of thing just to start building.
And you find a lot of high-end builders use basswood for exactly that reason. So
it's just insanely consistent, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Shouldn't be written off as a budget wood by any means. I'm holding the 7-string version here, of course. We have... there are 6 and 7-string versions.
Yeah, the red's beautiful.
Again, same with the tone control there. This is actually considerably lighter than that one as well as a basswood body with a maple cap. So
brilliant.
Very cool.
Great, man.
Very cool indeed.
Whoa,
so I guess we should check out some of the old Pro Series models.
Oh yeah. Let's have a little look. Follow us this way.
Well, we can go straight to the Misha.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, good shout.
Nice little segue. Na 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 na.
So with the Misha one, it's very simple. We introduced the Pro Series Misha signature models last year, and we've just introduced a couple of new colours. So on the 6th, when we introduced the 6-string, it was in 2 satin colours only.
Yes.
White and grey.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we've introduced a gloss finish. So we had this gloss over flame maple on the 7-string last time, and now we've brought it over to the 6-string, which I think a lot of people appreciate.
That looks great.
Now it's a veneer, isn't it?
It is a veneer.
But I mean, close up, it doesn't look like a veneer to me. It looks very, very well
Still
done.
got that 3D thing
Yeah, still got
going.
the watery effect when you move it.
Yeah, and these pickups are not bare knuckle. These
No.
are our Jackson version of the bare knuckle pickups,
Sure.
but they're pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have to say.
Yeah.
Still got the same thing on the
So the
tone.
same thing. So the tone only works when you pull it up on these models as well.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
interestingly, I had a customer literally just last week as we were in. He's just like, "Am I doing this right?" Yes, absolutely doing it. And just explaining that. Say it's a preference of Misha.
Of course. I mean, it's his signature guitar, isn't it?
That's
It's
it. That's it.
It's kind of like, well, you kind of just have to just deal with it. So
It's what he wants.
that's the way I
what he
can see
gets.
Misha saying it as well.
Also, the switching on these is rather complicated as well. So probably just if you wanted to wire it like a normal tone, it might not be that as simple as you might think.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Because I actually forget what it is, but it's all sorts of. It's probably similar to what we were talking about before with the splitting.
Outer cores, then
Yeah,
inner
yeah.
cores. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to use it, just use it. Do you know what I mean? Pull it up and just use it, and that's
Find
the
what's
end of
best
it,
for you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the way, innit? It's the way.
Exactly.
And on the 7-string, so last time when we introduced 7-string, it had the flame maple tops.
Yes.
And they were gloss, so we just black.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with black.
Nope.
So. Yeah.
Too right.
Apart from when you're in California and it's really hot, I'm just absorbing in all the heat, and it's
We're
just
finding
like,
this out
oh,
walking around in these uniforms.
We shouldn't boast to the people at home, but it is very sunny.
It is. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's very beautiful. I mean,
Well, we can
so
deal with it, right?
Oh, too right.
I mean, look at some of these colours, man.
Oh man!
Look
Again,
at some of these colours,
these just keep
man.
popping out at me. Look at this.
Yeah.
So this is the poplar bell as well on
Poplar
this
bell.
one.
Yeah.
Poplar bell. This with the binding.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, we got the same.
That
Yeah.
looks stunning. Northern Lights.
Grab down one of these Northern Lights finishes because
let's grab this. Let's grab this.
This is an obscene
matching
colour.
headstock.
Oh, look at the back. Look at the natural back. Oh.
That is sweet. So neck through.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Great.
Models all neck through.
Oh, man.
Look at that. So what Seymour Duncans are in this?
This one has distortions. The Soloist
Distortions.
models have distortions in, yeah.
I love this guitar.
And again, like I was saying with the hardware earlier, where we're playing around with it just to suit the guitar. So this one's got the smoked chrome hardware on it because it suits it. It's not exclusive to the range. Some of them have chrome, some of them gold, some of them are black. So we're just mixing and matching. Just
what a
because it's
beautiful looking
Brilliant.
top on that guitar. That is absolutely superb.
Yeah,
I also see
gorgeous.
that you have some sort of purple sparkle finish going on here.
Yes, what do we call that? Deep purple metallic.
Deep purple.
I like it.
I mean, you guys are absolutely killing it with some of these finishes this year. Cool, that's a lot heavier, that one.
Again, with these ones have mahogany wings, so like I was saying earlier, the mahogany is a lot more variable.
Yeah.
What a beautiful looking guitar. So the other guitar that I
Brilliant.
definitely want to pull out and get all excited
Is it a
about.
pointy one?
It is a pointy one because, as we were saying, apart from my love of pointy guitars and other pointy things, is this thing is the most beautiful looking metal style guitar I've seen in a long time. I mean, this thing looks absolutely beautiful.
That is stunning. And say, is that more of an old school kind of feel
Yeah.
to a modern guitar?
I mean, this one, again, because
Sorry, mate.
I'll hold it up for you. So you
Thanks, Steve.
Make. But this one's got the JB and the 59 in it, so it has got that kind of traditional sound as well.
Yeah.
But we introduced last year, we started playing around with this kind of traditional finishes with the binding and the natural wood and the gold hardware and the cream bobbins, the off-white bobbins, and we kind of apply it to our own crazy design.
Sure.
And get that kind of juxtaposition of style.
Yeah.
And it works really well.
It
And so
really
we-
does.
It
we
does.
applied
It really
it to
does.
the King V on this time round. And,
The King V is the super. I love. Don't get me wrong. The Randy Rhoads model is absolutely sick, but the choice of having this whole classic vibe on a King V is just such a cool idea.
I'm
Such
digging
a
it.
cool idea. It just reminds me of something that the Giants from Anthrax would use. So it's just that whole cool, that 80s thrash metal vibe.
Well,
It's
we
just
have
really
the
cool.
Anthrax signature model.
You
don't
do.
we? So there we
You
go.
do. Yes.
Like it.
Very, very nice.
Brilliant. Well, what else we got to see? We got
what else?
a few more.
Little cheeky X series.
Yes. Let's
Yeah,
have a look at
great.
those. Let's have a butch through. Let's have a butch through. I'm not sure that made any sense, but. The excitement.
Man,
Wait,
yeah, look
wait.
at this. This is
My
pretty
favourite
important.
guitars are here. My favourite guitars of this area are here. Check this, Bab. I got all wobbly
man,
when I
this
saw this.
warrior.
Oh, mate.
More of our
That's so
Cameron
cool.
Andertons. You're looking at this bad boy.
That is so cool, man. Cheeky little photo.
Oh, yeah, man.
Cheeky little
Do it.
photo.
So obviously through neck, and this design really accentuates that through neck thing.
Yeah.
And this is X series as well. So to have the through neck at this price point is pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
very
Amazing.
So this is
yeah.
obviously mahogany maple sandwich on
Yeah.
there.
I love sandwiches.
The sandwiches are amongst the best of the woods and the foodstuffs.
And the foodstuffs.
Food stuff.
Wood foodstuffs. There you go.
And this one's got your JB and 59 in there as well.
Great.
So are these Duncan designed JB and 59 versions?
Yeah.
So they're like voiced over those sort of.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Voiceover,
Sure.
so Duncan design versions.
So Floyd Rose Special.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing looks so
Oh, man, this is
killer.
great.
And again,
I
it's
just-
got those kind of classic binding features and so forth.
This is definitely one that I'm going to have a little shred on.
Nice.
Yeah,
I can't. Right. I'll
but
be honest.
the-
I can't take my eye off the
Yeah,
reissue.
Yeah,
of what
yeah,
you've
yeah, yeah.
got, man.
So
Bring
I've
it
actually, if you haven't seen it on my Instagram, I literally just bought one of these. I bought, I got an original 80s one, and it's in the pink. This is in that rather delicious fluorescent sort of orange vibe going on.
I've got my
Great.
sunglasses with me.
I know, I can't see. But yeah, so tell us about this model.
So this is a Soloist. It's obviously based on an iconic instrument from the 80s, used by certain iconic players. We have no official association.
No problem.
No.
What was that JB pickup we were talking about earlier? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, you know.
The point is,
Hint.
this one has the Floyd Rose. Again, we mucked around with the hardware a little bit. We've gone with the black on these ones. And I think the original ones we were saying have the
Yep.
stacked single coils.
Yes.
So these have got the single coil sized humbuckers.
Yes.
There's a slight variation. So the dual rails humbuckers there. The switching is the same as the Strat.
Yep.
So it's that pickup, both, that pickup, both, that pickup. 24 frets. It's got
that's
a big
different.
cutaway because it's a 3-neck.
So that's
Yeah.
different from mine. The original 80s one is a bolt-on neck,
Okay.
and it's a 22 fret neck instead of a 24.
There we go.
So it's pretty cool.
Technically a dinky. I
Yeah,
guess,
essentially, yeah.
What else to say?
I know.
Man, they just look
The colours.
great. And
Check
it's
out
so-
the colours. So
Let's have a look at the other colours.
we've got the other colours here.
That's our take on a Daphne Blue.
Oh man, look at that.
Gorgeous.
Let me grab the pink one down for you so you can see this.
And then bubblegum pink.
Is that what it's called? Bubblegum pink.
Bubblegum pink, yeah.
And there's the Bubblicious. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Awesome. So what else is around this sort of vibe that's coming in new? Do you want to stick that back? Yeah. You want to stick that back?
Sorry, man. Here you got all the guitars.
We've got some crazy bits behind me here. What's all this about?
Oh wow.
That's your fan fret guitars. We introduced them last year, but we can have a quick.
Yeah, have a quick
squiz
butcher
at
that.
them.
And a duck.
This one, I think we introduced it at Summer NAMM, perhaps.
This beast just
So
doesn't want to.
it's just like the neck is so fat.
So
it just
fat.
won't come out of the headstock bit.
This is it's got all of the 8 strings on.
Yeah.
It's got the yeah. So
What's going on? Look at these.
I think it was 2016 we introduced a Soloist fan fret.
Okay.
And then this is a Dinky fan fret.
Yeah.
Bolt-on neck makes it that bit more affordable. So anyone who wants to dabble in the dark world of fan fret guitars
Yes.
can do it relatively affordably because this is part of our X series.
Yeah.
Great.
So to kind of explain the point of it is basically to maintain the tension with those bottom strings.
Yes.
So you go from 25.5 standard scale at the top, so it feels like a normal guitar up
Yeah.
there in terms of the tension.
Yeah.
And it goes down to, I think, about a 26.5 down at
Okay.
the bottom.
Yep.
And it still
It's mental,
maintains
isn't it?
that tension.
Right.
And what are these
The individual
things?
saddles
These
and
are Jackson's own pickups. but
Telephone poles.
yeah. Obviously, an 8-string needs a certain amount of engineering to get
Yes.
a decent pickup
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
exactly.
But actually, what's surprising about these is when you play it in a normal playing position, you look down at it, you can't see the fan.
But that's the thing. That's one question that
We've
we
always
always
said-
get asked, isn't it?
Yeah.
With fan frets, are they easy to move on to?
don't think about
exactly.
it. Don't think about it and just go with it.
When you sit down and you start playing, you won't even.
For a lot of time, I've heard people say, the angle of your hand naturally anyway.
Yes.
It just works with it. And as
Yeah.
I say, I'm looking down at it now. I can't see that they're fanned from here.
No.
So it really is much more comfortable than you would expect.
Awesome.
No, don't let it put you off.
Yeah.
Just get involved.
Don't believe the hype.
Don't believe
And
that.
much more affordable, so
Very cool.
you can try it out.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we do a 7-string version as well.
Oh, superb. With the same sort of
Wicked.
pickups?
Everything's the same.
Oh,
but just
fantastic.
narrower
Fantastic.
neck. And it fits the hanger better.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
It wants to come out and be seen.
So we've got one last blast, haven't
Look at
we,
this.
in these sections?
Because just behind you guys, we've got
Just be-
loads of EVH guitars.
So we're going to take one last blast of these
Yeah,
models.
you're
and-
right to talk us through these, Adam, as well.
Yes.
Yeah, brilliant, man.
EVH.
Look at
EVH.
the amps first.
Yes.
Oh, cool,
Let's take
yep.
a look at the amps first. Oosh. Right, do you want
Come
to,
on.
is there any sort of specific way you want to go in direction amp-wise? Okay.
This is the new thing. So our 50-watt amp range, our 50-watt amp range of the heads and the combos as well. We've had them for quite a while, and what they do is they have 3 channels.
Yeah.
Which is clean, dirty, and filth. And on the 50-watt versions, while our 100-watt versions have separate controls for each channel, the 50-watt versions have shared controls for channel 1 and 2, and then separate controls for channel 3.
Yeah.
But previously, there'd just been a gain knob and a volume knob,
Yeah.
and you hadn't actually. It was difficult to balance the volume between channel 1 and channel 2. So you had to kind of choose which one you were going to use
Yes.
in a way. What we've done now is we've introduced these concentric control knobs. So you've got the one channel is controlled by the outside and the other is controlled by the inside, which now means you can balance the volume of and the gain of both channels, and it becomes a pure, true 3-channel amp.
Right.
All
So you have
controlled by the
actual
included foot
independent volume control.
Yeah.
Because I've got the one before this. I've got the standard 50-watt EVH 5150 myself, and the cool thing is
Lee's here.
Lee's here.
Hello, man.
You handsome man, how are you?
I'm very well, thank
Sorry
you.
to interrupt.
Oh, I'm Pete.
I'm Pete. Look, he's always got to show up, isn't he? Like,
So you're doing EVH?
we're doing
Yeah.
EVH.
It's all
We're
good.
doing it right now.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, don't worry.
We'll be there.
It's just one of those things you have to deal with in this world, you know what I mean? Like,
Sorry, just saying.
oh, for goodness
We're
sake.
the A team, this is the B team.
dealing with the B team.
Oh man,
Mate,
look at this.
mate, if you want to
You're dealing
take
with
off,
the B
I'll
team,
take it for
apparently.
the rest of myself. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. I have the first one. I have the normal 5150 model, and it's absolutely superb. Like, it's so heavy. But as you said, one of the not annoying things you deal with it, but one of the sort of things that you have to deal with is the non-volume consistency between the two channels.
Yeah.
So it's lovely.
Because
that
that's the thing,
it's-
as you say, they sound amazing. And the 100-watt ones sound amazing. These ones, the 15-watt lunchbox ones,
Yes.
they all sound great. The clean channel is often a surprise for people. The clean channel is incredible on these things, to the point where a lot in America, here in America, a lot of country players are using them
Wow.
just for the clean sound.
Nice.
Actually, they're using the guitars as well. But that's
All
another
right,
thing.
okay.
But so the clean sound is incredible. So because it's really crystal clear.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, so this is a monster now. It's become such a more versatile beast than it was
Yeah.
before. So this upgrade is really changed everything.
Yeah.
for
Awesome.
these.
I'll tell
And
you-
as I say, it's on the combos as well. 2x12 and 1x12 combos.
Awesome.
We changed the same thing, and the combos also have a power switch, so you can switch them right down to 1 watt.
Wow, okay.
For bedroom
Yeah,
purposes.
the usable level.
How come you've only got it on the combos, that 1 watt sort of
It's
option?
just space for
It's
the
just
components,
space.
yeah.
Fair enough, that makes sense. So the other one, I know that's the brand new one, but the other one that that I played recently and absolutely adored was that EL34 model.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we did actually introduce that pretty recently. We introduced that in October last year, and it was the first one we introduced of the bigger amps that had the concentric knobs on it.
Yes.
So that was kind of our teaser that we were going to do it for everything else later on. But yeah, so this is the EL34, so obviously the ones we just looked at were 606 models.
Yeah.
So you get those two different flavours, what people commonly say is the American flavour and British flavour.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And of course, British flavour, the colouring here suggests a British thing as well.
Yeah,
Because
cool.
I'm not going to say anything, but
No, it's all good. We get it.
it's a nod back to what Eddie started with. You know?
Yeah,
It's going for that kind of British sound. And it does it tremendously well, and it does it and more, because you have those 3 channels and you have that absolutely uber-saturated third channel, which is just insane, but it retains clarity, right?
Yes, it does, and that's when we done the demo. Me and Pete done that demo, and I was in a mode where I was just like, chun, chun, I was like, I was just like so happy about the sound it was making. Cool. So let's check out some fiddles.
Some fiddles.
Some fiddles,
Check out
man.
Some fiddles, man.
With the guitars, it's mainly we've introduced some new colours on them. So the Wolfgang,
Yeah, great. These look cool, man.
this Wolfgang Standard is kind of the entry level for our EVH guitars. Obviously, we have the distinctive Wolfgang shape, which has been an Eddie Van Halen standard for several years. But we've introduced some new colours just to widen the appeal, because these two guitars here, just as a sideline, these are the signature models,
Yes.
Eddie Van Halen signature models.
Okay.
Everything else is EVH brand guitars.
Okay.
So there's a subtle difference, you know.
Right.
It's kind of hammering the point that they're not just signature model, they're not just guitars he plays.
Yes.
They're much more versatile than that.
Yes.
And actually, they are great guitars. A smaller body means they're lighter weight, you can throw them around. They've got EVH pickups, they've got Floyd Rose, again, that flat to the body Floyd Rose thing.
Yeah, I love that vibe.
And they've got the quick adjust truss rod. They're just really versatile guitars. This colour, this satin blue here, is a really
It's
a new
really
colour
nice.
for this NAMM.
Really nice. Come in close, see if you can come and check out this satin
Yeah,
finish
these look
quickly,
great. I
because it vibes out so nicely.
I can see some you've got the chlorine burst kind of type colour around here as well. If you sort of borrowing from Jackson a little
Yeah,
bit.
that
Is
whole
like
Alien Verse vibe, right? What are you
Alien
calling
Burst
this one?
Yeah, in Jackson World we call something similar to this, the Alien Burst. This one's a Zilla Burst.
Ah,
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Yeah, it's slightly darker than the Alien Burst, but still very cool.
Yeah,
and the Alien Burst has been really successful in Jackson World. So
We've actually got one in the Andertons video room that we play. We've got one of those there. It's wicked. It's
great.
Yeah, really cool.
Oh man, it really sticks out on the wall in the store
does,
as well.
doesn't it? It's just like,
a
"Oh,
great
yeah."
looking guitar.
So the standards are kind of your basic spec. Where you go up to the Pro Series models, Special Series model, my mistake. There's new colours. This is a cool new colour.
Oh yes.
This is a crazy satin orange blaze. Ooh, there we go.
We got
Oh,
it.
look at that.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very. Oh, you got the drop D tuner on this one as well.
So with the specials, you get slightly more spec. You get EVH brand pickups again. You get the drop D tuner on there, which is an EVH brand. You can buy that separately as an accessory.
Oh,
also,
you can you?
Yeah.
For all Floyd Rose equipped sort of fiddles, or
Exactly.
or in terms of what does it fit only EVH guitars, or can it fit?
No,
a
it fits Floyd Rose.
Oh, well, there you go. So if you want to put a drop D tuner on any of the other guitars that's Floyd Rose loaded, then EVH has got you covered.
Absolutely.
Another cool thing on this, it has EVH pots in there, which
Okay.
you can also buy separately.
Oh, okay.
And what it is a low friction pot on the volume, so for quick changes,
Yeah.
and a high friction pot on the tone, so it doesn't get knocked out of position.
Stays where you want it.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Look at that. You can do that all day.
And we
Feels great.
And we sell them separately as well.
Oh, fantastic! Wow.
In fact, I think the Guthrie Govan model Charvel has got these pots in it.
Okay.
It's got
Okay.
EVH pots in it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you know
yeah.
they're good quality of Guthrie.
Yeah.
lights,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Great, man. Great.
So that's a cool colour. We've got the stealth colour in left-handed,
left-handed.
now as well. The
Once
stealth
again.
has always been one of our best sellers.
Yeah. Yeah. Once again, you 1 in 5. 1 in
Yeah,
5.
1 in 5.
1 in 5.
Come on, get involved.
Come get involved.
Yeah, they're here for you. They're ready.
Talking of 1 in 5, the Stripe series,
Oh, these are cool. This way, this way.
the Stripe series Stripe model is now lefty as well. So this one here. So again, this has
I'm
been
tangled up in the chair. I'll be with you in like 10 minutes.
All right, that's all right. We've lost him.
I'm here.
So the right-handed version of this has been the best-selling EVH guitar to date, and so now
I
we've
mean,
got
the
a lefty
price point
version.
you guys put that out at as well is like, it's so superb.
Yeah.
So there's no excuses not to be. It's just so great.
And it's just classic
Yeah, it's
Eddie.
just-
as well.
exactly.
It's
I
just
mean, that's the way it is, isn't it? It's like,
unmistakable.
It's so easy for manufacturers to give left-handed players just a black guitar.
Exactly,
This-
it is one of
this
those things,
This
yeah.
is partly black, I'll grant you that, but
Yeah,
it's got
exactly,
some
you're
other
halfway
things
in.
going on
It's
as well.
legendary, though, isn't it?
there.
Everyone should be able to
just grab it. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
I think that's kind of
That's kind of it, really, isn't
yeah,
it?
we've covered.
Great. Oh, well, thank you very much, Adam.
Oh, man, Adam,
So,
that was
talking
awesome.
Around the,
No worries.
Thank
the
you so
whole
much.
spiel. So, guys, well, you've seen EVH, Jackson, Charvel. Man, we've plenty more to cover. Plenty more to cover.
Plenty more.
So we will see you very soon. And thank you again, man. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you very much, Adam. Oh yeah, also guys, make sure to check out all the other channels. Obviously the drum channel, the tech channel, we're going to be putting loads of footage on those as well.
Footage.
So, NAMM 2018. Cheers guys.
See you soon.